Well, welcome back to where am I? Bird River? Bird something. Welcome back to Bird something. Uh, it's been a well, it's early morning, 8:23 in the morning. It's a beautiful mid-autumn day. A little bit of chill in the air. We are. Hey Max, how's it going? Gonna give Max some food. There you go, buddy. Yeah, we got a little bit of a project day today. We're going to do a little field expansion. I'm going to show you a little bit what I'm going to do here. So 12 and 15, we're going to widen 15 out a little bit, join it up with 12 there, widen 12 up a little bit, and kind of make this a nice square field there. And we're kind of going with an old favorite. I usually have a preference to the John Deere 2010, I think, or something like that. The kind of that square plow that's it's nice and wide and it doesn't take much horsepower. But I thought I'd go with something a little bit more local, shall we say? It's been around for quite a while. It's a good little plow. It has a decent width to it. It doesn't take a ton of horsepower. Here we are. It folds up nice and neat. The Lizard. It is the Lizard Subsoiler 6-meter, and I purchased it because we'll probably do some more field expansion at some point, so it doesn't hurt to have it around. Yeah, so I mean it's a little bit narrower than the John Deere one, but yeah, like I said, it's we're not doing it every day. We're not doing it every year. The only thing, I don't think we have, this tree is a little, yeah, that's going to be a problem. Okay. We got a couple of trees. I have an idea. Yeah, there's a few trees that are going to cause some minor issues. We'll have to deal with that. We will, yeah. Poor planning on my part. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to deal with the trees first. Let me go set this aside. Looks like even I was hoping that I could just do a perimeter plow and get my my outside lines done, and then kind of figure out what trees I need to deal with. But apparently, I gotta do it backwards. So, all right. Wow. Okay. I'm going to have to. I'm gonna have to think about it a little bit. I'll be right back, and then I'll show you what I come up with. Alrighty, Riverbird. That's where we are. So here you see we got the it's a stump grinder, and I bought a chainsaw, and we have a front loader attachment on this, so we can. It's not my usual way to deal with trees, but we have so few of them. It's not worth buying or even leasing the tree devourer or any kind of machinery such as that. So I think this cost me like $500 to rent. The chainsaw was I don't know why a chainsaw is so expensive. $1,000? I mean, you could get like you could buy a chainsaw and hire someone to cut all your trees down for $1,000. It's seems a little bit excessive, but all right. Well, let's see how this goes. It could go badly. It usually does when I'm, as Mr. Seeley P says, no plan goes unpunished. Something like that. There we go. Timber. Whoa, almost fell on me. Okay. Nope, not that one. Okay. Oh, you know what? I better. Whoa. That's very poor planning on my part. Yikes. It's still a bit dark. There we go. It's been. I don't know if I've ever used this. Does that work? I lift a little itty bitty piece, so at least it's not like permanently stuck there or something. Okay, get out of here. Get out of here. Cool. Okay. Well, let's go mangle another tree. I do have an idea though. Might be a bad idea. So we got the loading trailer. I wonder if I could fit the tree on there and just go and sell it, make a little bit of money with the log. Kind of do a half job of it. I am not a logger. The trees usually get shredded up and sold as chips. Okay. Let's get this and oh, okay. That works pretty good. It's gonna go that way. Come on. I think it'd be a little easier to cut a tree down. All right. And there it is. All right. What other offending type plants are around? So it's going to be along here. Going to get a little close to that, but it's okay. They're going to just have to deal with it. Yeah, I think that's I don't think there's any trees over. Those trees aren't really in the way. Yeah, I think that was it. Okay. That was quicker than I thought it was gonna go. Okay, then I'm gonna go see how badly this next part goes. I'm not gonna cut out anything. I'm gonna show all the goofy mistakes I'm gonna make for your viewing pleasure. I'm gonna just drop that there. We'll deal with that later. Let's go get our front loader, and the strap should work, so that big bag can the bag handler should work. I'm definitely gonna need that weight on the back. All right. A beautiful shiny blue weight. I do like this blue color on this old Fent too. Kind of partial to that aqua blue-green type color myself, as you may have guessed by looking at my truck. Okay, let's lift that up a little bit. Okay. Let's see if she's gonna pick her up here or not. Yeah, I know I should cut the limbs off and it's all that kind of jazz, but okay, off. Woo! Well, I might have to cut it in a couple of pieces because that's okay. Oh, wait a minute. I just want to get it out of the way for now and deal with it later. Oh, don't. There we go. Doesn't like being dragged, apparently, either. Well, it's not letting me turn very much. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Let's get over here. Okay, cool. Alright. I'll deal with that one later. Guess we'll have to cut it up into pieces, I guess. Don't really have a logging truck. I think we might be. We should be able to throw them on the bale wagon because it has straps. Okay, well, let's go this way. This way, no. Oh, these things are heavy. Whoa, it is not liking me dragging this. It's like going, fighting. It's not going easy. It's fighting and screaming pretty hard. Okay, he's out of the way. Let's get this other one out of the way and let's get down to business. Come on, little Fent. It doesn't look that heavy. obviously, it is. Okay, the stumps are gone. The trees are out of the way. Might be a little bit of a winter project for us. I wonder if I would imagine would be pay better during the winter. All right. Actually, that went a little better than I thought it was going to. The next the next thing we do with logs might not end so well. Let's go. We're gonna use these right away. Actually, you know what? We can just leave this on the front. We're just gonna dump the. We'll dump the weight off here. And get to plowing. Get to making some fields. I gave, there's quite a bit of room around these fields, actually. It's, I mean, we're gonna lose some, grass areas, but, you know how I feel about that. So, I am not too concerned about losing a little bit of... Ooh. Okay. Well, as you may know, there's a little bit of a trick to this one. It has an attachment on both ends. And I'm all about the making things easier kind of way of doing things, so... And that's the farmer way. How can we make this job any easier? Create fields, and there we go. It's bad enough I'm going uphill. Now let's make sure we're going straight here. And we should be okay. Mostly straight anyways. So one thing about helpers, you hire a helper, they go dead straight. It's like they don't, if there's a little piece of crop they're harvesting that's a little off to the side or something, it's like they don't even see it. They are going straight, and nothing's stopping them. I gotta give them that. Okay, that looks pretty good, more or less. Might be a little bit crooked. Okay. I do miss my John Deere plow, though. There we go. That's at least that one little strip. This one's going to go... Yeah, don't worry about these weeds either. They'll get looked after in spring. For some reason, the seeding takes care of the weeds. It's just kind of so. I was always stressing about getting the weeds before seeding and stuff. It's like, no, why do you do that? It's like the seeder just kind of like eliminates them, and it's like, oh, okay. So this ought to make us a nice big rectangularly square-ish field. And I don't think we're going to get too close to the edge here. This guy in this house might have a little bit of an issue, but we got connections at the local municipality there. His complaints will land on deaf ears. Well, we are providing jobs for the community, and if it means, doing a little bit of modification to the surrounding area, that's what it's going to take. think I'm going a little crooked here. Guess we'll find out as soon as we look behind us. And I'm not looking behind. Usually, if you know you're going and you're looking from to where you're from, that's when you go crooked. They say when you're plowing, you're always looking straight ahead. Don't look behind. Not that I've ever plowed before, but I know people who have. So, okay, I think that yes, that has straightened that area. We got that area kind of even, and that one's kind of not as quite as even, but of course we're going to have to do a little. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's. It'll need a little bit of liming, which is as per usual when you open up a new field. So yeah, we're just going to. I'm going to carry on here. I'm really liking that RC1 Raleigh Christie 1 fertilizer lime spreader. It is a fantastic. It's a neat bit of kit, as Mr. CDP would say. Oh, so a little bit of news, I guess, if we're going off the kind of off topic, shall we say, a little bit off the role play scenario in a sense. I mean, we still are. I mean, we are. But anyways, so Rabbit Rob and myself are working on a little collaboration, a little co-op, a little multiplayer feature. So we were working on it last night. I hope he doesn't mind me mentioning it, but yeah, we thought it would be kind of neat to just do a little. I mean, the plan is to record. I would record my viewpoint, and he would record his, and we kind of have like a little series going with the both of us helping each other out, and I'm helping. You know, I kind of basically more or less I'm helping him on his farm. And then I'll have I'll start my own little farm a little bit, and we can help each other out. And maybe if he needs, the idea is like he's kind of concentrated on animals, and I'm gonna go more the produce, like the field work, and he likes to do the animals. So it's like, oh, that's gonna work out. Because you need some straw, I can. I'll get, you need the, ingredients for TMR. I can, get that for you, and we can do like he can buy it off of me or whatever it is. It's just something, a little nice little added, and we seem to have even we were going through the mods, because you have to, if you want to join someone in multiplayer, you can't. You have to have all the same mods, and of course the map you have to have downloaded. So we were going through the mods, and not surprisingly, as it turns out, we probably a good at least 50% of. I mean, I don't know what he had for mods, but he was kind of going through and asking me which ones I had, and which ones I didn't. And I'm at least a good 50% of them we shared the same. We had the same mods download. I downloaded a few so that he could run the animals a little bit, and a little bit better, like his favorite mods for animals and stuff. But it was pretty neat. It took a little while to set up. It's not like. It's not like Call of Duty where you get your buddy in there and you jump into a game. It's quite a bit more of a process to set up initially. But I'm really looking forward to it. Actually, I've been trying to get something like that going with somebody, um, just the cooperative nature of it and helping each other out. And I mean, this is such a solitary game, except for your helpers and stuff. And it could be, I mean, you hire someone, but I mean, in a multiplayer situational or map, it's like yeah, and it's like real life, farming in real life, or at least it used to be like farming back in when my grandfather's day. Um, During harvest, everybody would help everybody else. Like you went over to Farmer Joe's farm, and everyone went there and helped him get his crop. And then everyone went to Farmer Jim, and they helped him get his crop. And they would do the threshing, and then there'd be food, and they'd slaughter a pig or something like that, and they'd eat, and they'd be doing all this. Harvest was a busy, happy, busy time, and everybody helped everybody else out in the community, and that's kind of what I wanted to experience in a small way, I guess you could say, and kind of share that cooperative kind of that sense of community. And I think the farming simulator community, as it is a fantastic, very very cooperative, and I think the game lends to that, because if you look at games like Fortnite or Call of Duty, it's very competitive in a bad way, I think. I mean, I'm not trying to knock guys that play Call of Duty. I mean, that's their choice, or personal choice, or whatever, and and that's fine. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody who that's their thing, but it's not for me. And I'm actually a very competitive person by nature, and that kind of thing just kind of it pushes me in the wrong direction, myself personally. So I found this game in general, and the other people that play this, and it's a much more. I mean, you watch someone playing a combat game, and it's like really high tension and a lot of stress. It's very stressful. And this you come on here and you get a plow, and you're plowing up a field, and you're just kind of like chilling out. And I mean, things kind of, sometimes things go wrong or whatever, but it's more of a like a well, I mean, yeah, something you lose your tractor in a river or something like that, or the trailer goes into the drink and you lose your crop or something. I mean, stuff like that. But it's I don't know why. It's like it's more funny and entertaining than angering. It's anyways, that's kind of my my little piece. And just listening to some of the other I mean, the little group that I've kind of gotten to know, I'm going to forget all the names. I'll mention at the end, because I mean, you mention it once in a while, but I mean, not everybody watches every video, and everybody seems to be very willing to, well, help each other out, but just kind of like acknowledge everybody's efforts, and everybody's just trying to do their, for the most part, we're just having fun playing a game, and we want to share it with others, and spread a little joy around of the game, and have someone else, and maybe do something that you haven't tried before, or you haven't, or it's like I like trying weird stuff, like hooking up a baler to the back end of a of a harvester and doing stuff like that. And I got some videos of just goofy stuff, trying to how can you hook something up with something else, or this thing by hooking it up backwards. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, that's how I found out about a lot of stuff, is watching YouTube videos and seeing someone doing something that I hadn't thought of before, or I would get an idea. Someone did something, and then I would say, like, oh, well, if they can do that, maybe I can use this to do that, or use something, kind of just someone's tried something that I hadn't thought of. And I mean, if I ever see something that someone else has done and I want to show it, I would acknowledge that I'm not here to try and steal other people's ideas or anything either. I mean, if I've seen someone do something, I was going to say, hey, I've seen Mr. CDP do this, or I seen Rabbit Rob do this, or CBW, or Farm Sim Snowy, or something. I mean, I'm going to list. I kind of go through. If you look on my subscribed list, there's all the guys that I follow, or the guys that kind of follow. Basically, we all kind of follow each other, and a lot of times we'll kind of get together at Jelsa Farmers live stream, and CBW's been done a live stream too. That was great. And maybe some of the other guys might be doing some. I might in the future. I don't know. I'm not gonna jump right into it gung ho. These other guys are doing some, and we end up going in there and just keeping the chat alive and have a good time there, and just talk about stuff and watch somebody do a little farming, or maybe not watch so much to someone do a little farming, but yeah. So it's been, for me, I'm obviously late to the party for 19. It's not that I haven't. I've been playing it for a while, but I'm just recently jumped into the YouTube pool, as it were, with all the other tubers. But it's been fun. I've had some good feedback. I guess I'm not trying to be a rock star or anything. I don't know. It's for me, it's added another level of interest where, like I was telling Rabbit Rob there yesterday, when I first started, it's like I just sold all the buildings. I didn't have any sheds. I didn't have any garages. If I bought something and I used it, I just left it wherever, or I just parked it in the yard out in the open. I didn't care, because it didn't really matter. It wasn't. It was. Yeah. But when I started my first series, the first series I did was my Homecoming series. There's 2 episodes out now. And that one is being those ones are not. I mean, the reason why you don't see so many of them, they're being released in processed through a different way, not through Share Factory. So while that was being done, I was doing this, and I figured out how to use Share Factory and kind of did things like that. So, but anyways, as soon as you do so, or for me anyways, as soon as I'm doing something for other people to potentially watch, oh, I missed a spot. It's like, oh, well, I mean, you have to put your vehicle on, in a garage, and you should have a machine shed to put your equipment in, and You can't just leave stuff lying around. I mean, that's not right. You have to have a house. You can't just have a doormat in the middle of a field somewhere where you sleep out in the open. Things like that. And then all of a sudden it was, it's like, oh, well, then you can't, then you just don't, oh, if I want some money, I'll just put up a government subsidy sign and make a little money because I want this piece of equipment right away. It gave new meaning to the game, and the game was starting to I mean, you'd say get a little old, or a little predictable, perhaps. And then after seeing all these other guys doing their thing on YouTube and recording it, it's like hey, that looks like fun. And it still is. I mean, it is different, I must say, because now if I jump on here, it's like I got to think. It's like, okay, well, what am I going to do? How am I going to make what am I going to where's the story going to progress? And if I want to do this, how do I make that happen? How do I make that interesting instead of just going planting and seeding and planting and or planting and harvesting and planting and harvesting? And how do I make a story around? I mean, and it was easy at first, and it's still. I mean, it's not all that difficult, but you don't want to keep repeating either. So anyways, I do enjoy the story part of it and coming up, like how would this, I like, what kind of scenario would you come up with to and so it's just the farmer buying a farm scenario is fine. And I mean, and that's basically what you do on a Let's Play. It's like, hey, I'm playing on this map, but this is what we're doing, and I'm probably going to be doing some of that too. But for now, I enjoy the story part of it, and I've never been much of a storyteller. But or a writer. I mean, I like writing stories. Or my sister's much better. She's a little younger than me, and seems to have the knack for like writing. But not me so much. But anyways, we're almost done here. After me yapping away for let's see. Half an hour. So we're going to finish plowing out this strip, and I think we are. You know what? I'll go grab the lime and the coconut, and turn yourself around. Do the hokey pokey. There we go. And we're done. Let's take a quick look at the, yeah, there we go. I could have straightened that out a bit. That'll be okay. Give it a little character, right? Okay, so let's, yeah, let's drop off this plow. And then, okay, let's put it away. Nice and neat. Put it away. I'm gonna need this front, but okay. In order to, okay, I'm gonna drop this. No. Yeah. There. Okay. A little bit of a trick to it. Let's put this plow away. Grab the fertilizer with the lime in it. See, this garage looked a whole lot bigger when I was walking around in it, but I tried to get those bales in here. It was like, no, eh. Okay, how heavy is this? I do have a weight, so I can put. Well, it's not lifting my front end off the ground like it did to that little art. Oh, it's a little. Oh, look at how much it's squatting on the back there, the tires. Let's go throw that weight on the front of it, and then we'll be okay. Yeah, she's a little heavy on the ass end there. No smart comments either. Okay, there we go. Whoa, she's got some weight to her. All right, let's throw some lime on here. Then we'll be done for this episode. I've kind of chattered on a bunch. I do like the spread on it. It just doesn't have that typical kind of real V. It's got more of a straight out the back kind of spread to it. A bit more straighter than typically the fertilizer spreaders kind of go backwards in more of a V shape, which is fine. I mean, but it just these guys have come out with some really cracking, some really cracking mods. Really nice bit of kit. Yeah. And they just made that awesome trailer even bigger. They went from 250 to 300,000 liters. That's nice and handy, especially when you're getting into a little bit bigger fields with higher yields. It's nice to have that capacity, or when you're chipping trees. Seem to get a whole lot of wood chips off of some of these trees. We might. I don't think there's not a whole lot of forest. There's a little bit of forest along this side, but that's expensive. $15 million for that. I don't really get that. But yeah, would you? I mean, is there even enough wood in there to make $15 million from the wood chips or the logs? That might be an experimental. That would take a long time to figure that out, though. FS22 will be out and about long before you would finish that, I think. But well, I mean, if you took, there's basically 2 months to go from the time of this recording, nearly exactly 2 months before Farming Simulator 22 is released. Would you be able to log all that? Yeah, I guess you would. I mean, if you did it every day and spent like 8 hours a day every day, I would suppose that wouldn't really take 2 months. It's kind of hard to judge time like that sometimes. Oh, that's a lot, and then it's like you do it, and it's like, oh, well, that didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would, kind of thing. It's perspective is a funny thing. And I do believe that should be, yeah, we will catch this spot here. And our liming will be done on this. And we'll be prepped for spring for some mustard. Pass the mustard. Now I'm hungry. Gonna go eat some mustard. Yeah, that worked pretty good. That wasn't too painful. I'm going to go put this away, and we'll wrap up this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. I don't think I ever talked so much in my life as I did making these videos. So it's been I'm not going. It's been a pleasure. It's like, well, that's kind of what you say when you're resigning from a job or something like that. I've enjoyed working with you all. Oh, not that one. There we go. It's been a pleasure working with you for all these years. And a bunch of other lies. Anyways, not that I want to be like that, but let's go drop this weight. And we'll get the day is young, shall we say. I think I'm going to drop this front piece off here. I'll put the front loader back on and get ready for the rest of the day here. We're gonna take care of those trees and figure out. We're gonna figure out if we can. I guess I'll have to cut them up into a little more manageable pieces and see if I can get it on to this loading wagon we have here, and kind of do a little bit of a hokey pokey kind of herky jerky, lurky jerky sort of logging. Yeah, we got straps on here. A hokey pokey logging deal here, and maybe get rid of those trees and maybe get a little money for it. So there we are. That is the. I'm gonna like stand like this so we can have a view of the early. It's still early mid autumn day, early in the morning. A nice kind of crisp 11 Celsius. Yeah, I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Hit that like button or the dislike button twice, as Jesla would say. And I'm Looney Farm Guy. And remember, it's a game, so have fun. And till next time, bye for now.